So there's a few different areas that we need to insure. So there's primary risk areas and there is secondary risk areas. The primary risk areas are the most important parts that needs to be insured. So what I see so often is I sit with a client over the 22 years that I've been in the industry. I sit with a client and then the client he's spending 500, 600, 700 Rand a month on a whole bunch of secondary risk areas. But his primary risk areas isn't sorted out yet. And then what that means is that if one of these primary risk areas, if one of those events happen, then the secondary risk area won't mean anything in any case. And I'll give you a little bit more of an explanation of that as I go through the different risk areas. So the primary risk areas, first and foremost, is life cover. You need to have life cover if you have dependents that are dependent on you. So you have children, you have a wife, even if your mom or your dad has become dependent on you, you need to have life cover. Because if you pass away, your ability to generate income for the family is lost, and we need to replace that income. We will talk a little bit more about how do you determine how much life cover you need as we go through, but life cover is crucial. The second primary risk area is your capital disability cover. So that is a lump sum amount that needs to pay to you in the event that you become disabled. You get paralyzed, you get in a car accident, any of these things that can happen. So the purpose for that cover is to make sure that you have enough money in the event that you become disabled to pay off all your debts, and secondly, have money for changes to your lifestyle. Things that you need to change in your lifestyle in the event of that happening or as a result of the disability. Things like, for example, you need a new bed, a bath, a wheelchair, you need ramps built at home, you need to adapt your car. All of those kind of things you will need to have capital for to buy. And if you don't have provision for that, then suddenly you're probably going to have to go into debt to buy these things. And then it's sort of a pointless exercise to have enough cover to pay off the debt if you're just going to go back into debt. The third one is your income disability cover. Now, some people, because of their occupations, because of their qualifications, might not qualify for income disability. If you cannot qualify for income disability, you then move back to capital disability and make sure that you have enough capital cover on disability so that that capital can be invested to generate enough income for you after the debts have been paid and you've done your change to lifestyle. But income disability is an income replacement benefit that replaces the income you were earning from your job or your career in the event of a disability. And that income is what you need to maintain your standard of living. So you are ensuring your ability to earn an income. And then the fourth and the final primary risk area is your severe illness cover. Severe illness cover is things like cover for cancer, strokes, heart attacks, diabetes, all of those kind of severe illnesses that you might be diagnosed with. And a lot of people look at severe illness and say, but isn't that why I have disability, or isn't that why I have a medical aid? Severe illness, and I'll talk a little bit more about it as we go through, but severe illness works like a seal between the main things that can happen to you. So it is over and above what your medical aid will pay, and it's before your disability will actually pay out for that illness or what happened to you. So those are your four primary risk areas in your life insurance. Yes, I understand other things that are important are things like your medical aid, things like your will and your estate planning to make sure that there's enough funds and provisions for winding up your estate. But the four primary areas on your life insurance policy is your life cover, your capital disability, your income disability, and your severe illness.